is it? We're not sure, but we're about to find out.
We're headed straight for it.
Ancient communication stones are used to connect minds through subspace. As such, they work across great distances. Also undeniably, they're top-tier plot devices. But where lies its limitations? I often catch myself theorizing how else they could be used and what for. I mean, other than this. Or this. Or that. More precisely, whether the Alteran communication stones could be used not only to switch to consciousness between vast distances of space, but to allow them to travel through time as well. Time travel is one of the all-time favorite science fiction tropes. Usually it requires a unique set of conditions,
like a giant solar flare.
But it's safe, right?
And my beloved show Stargate is no exception. I'm sure you remember the faulty time machine from the fan-favorite episode Window of Opportunity, which functioned as a time loop device. If I understood correctly, it used geomagnetic disturbances to power itself. The Lantian scientist Janus created time-traveling gate ships. Some kind of force-filled bubble formed around the jumpers, allowing them to travel through time. But on multiple occasions, an active wormhole and a well-timed or rather ill-timed solar flare resulted in time travel. Let's use this latter example for today's Stargate Theory.
A wormhole is essentially a shortcut through space-time that allows us to travel across great distances almost instantaneously. When a wormhole's trajectory passes too close to a star, however, a large enough solar flare can interfere with the time part of that equation, and in some cases, as shown here, it can actually cause the wormhole to loop back around to the same gate where it reconnects in either the past or the future.
That is mind-boggling.
Really? Seems simple enough to me.
Given the necessary conditions, be they deliberate or accidental, can you use the communication stones for time travel? Well, within the confines of canon lore and the established set of rules,
This is intimidating.
Oh, yeah, now you know what it feels like, don't you?
I think I can safely say yes. Since both the Stargates and the communication stones create subspace signals, I wouldn't rule out the possibility that the stones and the consciousness can be affected by solar flares as well. Stargate is of course set in the here and now. Time travel as a plot device would allow us to explore flashbacks or even flash-forward opportunities. Now, whenever the next Stargate story picks up, my presumption is that the fans would expect the past decade to be addressed. You know, the time lost to us during the show was off the air. Additionally, our heroes could observe key moments in the past, simply gain intel, or maybe smuggle something on board the Destiny well before the ship was launched from Earth's orbit. You know, hide some repair parts for Eli to find in a desperate situation. But I digress. We know for a fact that entering the Stargate terminates the connection of the stones. So if the story deemed it necessary, such a time travel adventure can be easily cut short.
That just happens to be how I feel about it. What do you think?
Can this method of time travel be used for storytelling without serious repercussions to the existing timeline? Would combining this technology with the solar flare occurrence work as intended? If so, how would you refine this working theory? Regardless, I have about a dozen of similar Stargate theories that I'd like to run by you. So I hope you enjoyed this. See you in the next one.